Tulisa's year from hell, the dark spiral that nearly claimed her life. In 2013, Tulisa Contostavlos, the platinum-selling N-Dubz star and former X Factor judge, endured what she calls her year from hell, a relentless storm of scandal, betrayal, and despair that drove her to the brink. It all came to a head one Friday night in June. Tulisa had just learned she was being charged with involvement in the supply of Class A drugs, a setup orchestrated by notorious undercover journalist Mazhar Mahmood, the so-called fake Sheikh. The cocaine sting would later collapse in court after Mahmood was caught lying in his evidence. But for Tulisa, the damage was already done. Shattered and intoxicated, she found herself sitting on the cold floor of her bathroom, clutching a handful of pills she couldn't even identify. She tried to Google what they were, but had no signal. It didn't matter, she hoped they would end her life. She swallowed them two at a time. "I can't do this anymore," she writes in her raw new memoir, Judgement, Love, Trials, and Tribulations. "Not another 6 months of this. Even if I'm found innocent, it'll be empty inside by the time I get to the end of it, and my life will be ruined." Her former best friend and PA, Gareth Varry, discovered her unconscious among empty blister packs. Paramedics urged her to go to hospital, but she refused. They stayed until it was safe to leave, warning her loved ones to watch her constantly. It wouldn't be the last time she tried to end her life. Weeks later, between her own trial and Mahmood's, she attempted a more definitive overdose. "I felt empty inside, as if all the joy had been sucked out of me forever," she writes. This time, a flurry of disturbing messages prompted her best friend, Kat, to rush over. She found Tulisa blue-faced, veins stark against her skin. Paramedics fought to save her. She woke up 3 days later, her first words bitter. "Why the F am I still here?" A life lived behind locked doors. Tulisa's memoir doesn't shy away from the roots of her pain. She writes about a childhood overshadowed by her mother's schizoaffective disorder and violent home life. As a child, the bathroom, the only room with a lock, became her refuge. That instinct followed her into adulthood. She slept on the bathroom floor for 5 days in 2012 when a sex tape with ex-boyfriend Justin Edwards leaked. Addiction, love, and survival. In candid detail, Tulisa reveals her struggles with depression, dependency on sleeping pills and benzodiazepines, addictions she only conquered in 2024 after finding peace and faith. She reflects on her complicated relationships, from former footballer Danny Simpson to actor Jack O'Connell, and an on-off decade-long romance with an older man named Jacob. "No angel," in her words, yet someone whose presence has lingered. After a painful breakup with her ex, Miles, she embraced a 3.5-year celibacy period, choosing to wait for exclusivity before intimacy. Now, she is cautiously dating again, having frozen her eggs to buy herself more time to heal from deep scars before settling down. Finding peace in the quiet. Today, Tulisa lives in rural Cheshire, close to her soul family, focusing on wellness and spirituality. She recently moved into her dream countryside home, spending 6 months transforming it into her sanctuary. The book also details career opportunities lost, including another stint on The X Factor, missed while chasing the fake Sheikh's bogus film deal, and her retreat from the public eye after I'm a Celebrity. In one particularly chilling memory, she recalls being alone in a dark park when a man emerged from the shadows, grinning maliciously and hissing like a snake, only for Jacob to appear and send him fleeing.